In a house soaked with moonlight and blood, Tanjiro stepped into a silence so heavy it felt alive. The smell of rot clung to the walls. The air itself seemed to breathe. Then the room split open into a nightmare of shifting bodies, and the first real monster of his journey began to move. This was no ordinary demon. It lurked in the dark like a cruel joke, hiding its true body inside a maze of human flesh, turning every shadow into a trap. Tanjiro had already lost his family, already carried grief like a blade in his chest. But here, inside that ruined home, grief turned into something sharper: fear. And fear has a way of revealing what a heart is made of. With every strike, Tanjiro had to read the demon like a storm cloud, listening, watching, adapting before it could crush him. Nezuko fought with wild, burning desperation beside him, her power flashing through the darkness like embers in a grave. Together, they weren't just surviving, they were forcing the nightmare to blink first. Then came the moment that changed everything. The demon stopped being a moving puzzle and became a predator cornered by the dawn, desperate, snarling, and vicious enough to kill rather than lose. That is what makes this episode unforgettable. It is not just a battle. It is the first time Tanjiro understands that compassion and mercy mean nothing if he cannot survive long enough to use them. The world of demons does not care how kind he is. It only respects strength, timing, and resolve. By the end, the house feels less like a place and more like a threshold. Tanjiro has crossed into the life of a slayer, where every victory is bought with pain, and every lesson arrives with claws. The boy who entered that darkness is already gone. Some battles do not test your power. They reveal the shape of your soul.